Hey guys, welcome back. We are back here in House Flipper 2. I have gotten a new job and it looks like a big job and I am so on board with it. It is called The Mad Scientist and it is by Moving Target. I have loved every single job that Moving Target has done and I'm so excited that there's another one now. It just said to modernize the Mad Scientist's place. And it looks amazing and it looks like a big job. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right in. Let's go ahead and jump right in here, okay? You guys said you wanted some bigger jobs, and I am so ready to take on a big job. Um, and this is going to be it. Thank you so much to Moving Target for creating this. Everything you've done has been so wonderful. And you leave these signs. I love this. Known bugs. One stain on the ground floor cannot be found. It will be in the dining room of the finished build, but will not stop you from getting 3 stars. When complete, the build will show 1 room left. Okay, let's read this. Where are we? We're downtown. Okay. Dear Flipper, I am the executor for the property of a Dr. F. Stein. Oh. Okay, gee, I wonder who that could be. This gentleman disappeared in mysterious circumstances some years ago and has now officially been declared deceased. I have tracked down his only known living relatives, and they have taken possession of his old home in the Pinnacle suburbs. The reason I am writing to you is they need a competent renovator to make this property habitable for their family. Okay, that's valid. The great-nephew has been informed that his great-uncle Frankie ran an apothecary shop on the ground floor of this listed building, but because of the building's historical significance, the exterior cannot be changed in any way. Okay, so we're going to leave the outside how it is. Cool. However, the interior can be modified to suit his family's needs. He wants the whole house to be modernized with the limits set out by the Pinnacle Historical Society. He has 2 teenage children who need their own rooms. TVs are a must for each of them, apparently. And they also need their own shared bathroom. He and his wife want a floor to themselves with a study, den, and a bedroom with ensuite bathroom. The wife is an artist and thinks the top room of the tower would be a perfect place for her to use as a studio. Okay, that would be great. Rumor has it that there is a secret room in the attic where Dr. Stein worked, mainly at night. If you find this room, then it too can be included in the renovations. I look forward to you completing this work ASAP and to your usual high standard. Yeah, I feel like I can absolutely do that. Looks like we have some things to sell here. Don't know. Okay, might be easier to get these from... Well, we can get them. Okay. Like that there was a little box in the bush there. That's kind of neat. Just gonna clean up all of that. I guess we'll start on the outside. We're probably going to want to mow as well. We're going to leave the light. That's fine by me. Let's get all of this cleaned up. Okay, let's just go along the edge here. Alright, we'll get the mushrooms out. Not a problem. There we go. Now we'll get here. Gonna get all of this. I kind of like these mushrooms, though. I wish we could have left some of those. But that's not what they want, and that is okay. It does need to be cleaned up a bit, so I get it. Let's just keep going along here. Okay, and are we supposed to mow? I would like to mow. So we're going to mow. It's on tidy. Should we go with tidy? I don't see why not. So let's get this little section. Maybe we should have gone with nothing, because it's kind of poking through there. Okay, let's just try to clean up the edge of the path. I just don't want grass poking through the path like that, you know? There we go. We'll clean up this side, and then we'll go back to just tidy. I think that'll be fine. Alright, back on tidy. Let's get this all cleaned up. Okay, we'll go all the way down. Oh gosh, I kind of just ran into the wall there. That's fine. It's fine. Let's get all of this cleaned up. Here we go. Don't want to miss anything. Alright, it's already looking better. And they did want us to mow this, so that is good. I was going to mow it anyway, even if they didn't want us to mow this, so yeah. Glad they did want it mowed, though. Alright, let's go along here. And along here. Looks like we're going to have to make one more pass. Oh, no, it says we got it all, but like we missed a little strip here, so just going to tidy that up. There we go. Now let's run out here. Looks like they want this mode as well. That's totally fine. Not a problem. We are going to clean up those edges. Don't worry. There we go. Let's get all of this. Okay, not so worried there. We're going to tidy up the edges. Hello. Autosave lag. Okay. It's a little invasive that time. Alright, let's turn around. We'll get right there. Okay, and then we'll switch to none, and we'll go along this edge. Okay, we went a little further than anticipated there. It's fine. Let's get along this edge. Okay. Did we get this edge? Should we get this edge? We should probably get this edge. There we go. Okay. Is there anything else to mow? I think that was all that needed mowed. We still do have a lot of things to sell, but I think it's just pictures and things, so that's fine. Let's head on inside. Not gonna look at the pictures yet. Okay. Okay, this place is looking a little dreary. Not bad. Just not as bright and welcoming as it probably could. So let's just start to oh gosh, I did not mean to sell the shelf first. Alright, well let's just start to sell all of this then. Alright, lots to sell, that's fine. Lots of books, lots of creams. It looks like, I'm not sure what these are. Oh, because we was running an apothecary. That makes sense. Then you would have creams and salves and bottles and all of the things. That makes total sense. We'll get rid of the step stool. Let's try to be a little more careful here and just actually clean off the shelf first. Okay, that went well. Let's do the same here. Okay, that went well. Let's get that one. All of these. Okay. And then up on this shelf. All right, that's looking better already. We are going to sell those. Those were probably worth something, but they didn't want to keep them, so we are going to sell them. We've got lots of little vials here. All right, there we go. Let's sell this. Okay, there's stuff behind the shelf there. Okay. Okay, is there a light? Can I turn on a light? Is there a light switch? There is. Okay, that does help more than you would think. Okay, let's get this all cleaned off. Got a lot of little things right here. There we go. Let's sell that. All of this. All right. There's a fly on my coffee. Could we not? Okay. Okay, and I believe those are all trash. We are going to sell the lights, but for right now, we are actually using those, so not going to sell them quite yet. Okay, let's get rid of this. What else do you want me to sell in here? Just some light switches. This whole shelf. All right. Oh, gosh. Not what I meant to do. Okay, let's try to be a little more careful here. Oh, and the ceiling is done in the way that Moving Target does it. I love that. Okay, 7 more things. So we do want to sell this door. Do we want to buy a new door? I hope so. Oh, gosh, wrong thing. Door. Oh, okay, well, We're gonna put a door here for right now. Maybe okay, I am supposed to take down this wall. Okay. Okay, well, let's do that. I know it doesn't say to take down that part, but I feel like we have to. So we're going to. Yeah, that feels right, because then it's got the arches. We're also going to take down this wall. Okay, that's going to really open things up here. All right, we're also going to take down this. There we go. Okay, things are already looking better. Let's get these shelves cleaned off and sold. Okay, lots of jars, lots of boxes. Oh gosh, there were plant pots on top. Did not expect that. Let's autosave lag. Okay, let's sell that. And the light and the ceiling. We'll keep this for right now just because I feel like we're going to need it. We just sold that door. Okay, so we did want a door back here. Just want to make sure I get it in the right spot there. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep the trash can for right now. Oh, they want me to sell this door as well. And probably put in a new one. Yes. I think that's supposed to go that way, but then we needed to open on the right. Yes. Okay, but the trash can is in the way, but for right now, oh gosh. For right now, that is fine. Okay, all of those are just trash. Sell this. We've got another light to sell, and then it's just the signs and notes that they left for us. Okay, okay, that shelf is already good to go. What's going on in here? It's kind of a kitchen type situation. It's like where he would make the things that he was selling, I guess. Okay. So let's get this cleaned up. Okay, we'll sell all of that. We'll sell this. We'll sell this. The bucket, the wood. I don't know if this is going to be staying. Maybe it is. We're going to sell the firewood. Gonna sell that. Gonna sell this. Gonna sell that. Gotta sell the ceiling, the lights. Okay, and we are demolishing more things in here. That's fine. Not a problem. There we go. There we go. And there we go. All right, that's looking good. Oh, yeah, I forgot about all of this. That makes sense. I was like, why are there so many things to sell? But it's because there's a whole table and storage situation going on. There we go. That looks better. What do we have left to sell? There's a light switch somewhere. I'm not immediately seeing it. Okay, another bookshelf, another door. Are we putting in a door here? We're putting in a... Yes, we are. Okay. There we go. Where would this light switch be, though? Have you guys seen a light switch just hanging around anywhere? Because I have not. Oh, it's right there on the ground. All right, that makes sense. And then the rest is just them showing us what they would like to be done. Okay, gonna sell this. Gonna keep the trash can for right now. We're gonna need that still. Okay, let's get all of this cleaned up. All right, gotta sell the ceiling thing and then the door, which I'm assuming we're gonna put in a new door. We are. All right. Is that it for in here? For right now, yes. Okay. Moving on. Doesn't look like we're gonna be selling any of that. Replace all old wall lights with switches in this stairwell with new ones from the red packing boxes on each floor. They will all be pre-wired. Okay, that is cool. I like that. Let's just head on up. Okay. Should we keep going on the stairwell? Maybe? Maybe. Okay. And then we'll go back down to the second floor. This is the second floor, right? Yes. Okay. Clear this room before selling the door. Okay, I thank you for that, because that has been an issue that I've run into in the past. I want to turn the lights on. Okay, the lights were already on in here. All right, this is why we're remodeling, because this is just a little too dark and dreary. And all of the not what I'm trying to click. I'm trying to click on the door. There we go. Okay, that looks better already. So that and that. This wallpaper that's peeling. The curtains. Gosh. All of these newspapers. Autosave lag. There we go. Okay, that already looks a lot better. We are going to sell these lights. What do we have left to sell? The ceiling thing, and then it's the pictures of how they want it to be. All right, we'll keep those for right now. Clear this room before selling the door. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I do appreciate that a lot, actually. This. Okay, so it's just that and the door. Okay, let's get a new door going. Okay. Okay, so this goes into here. Is this our next logical spot? All right, let's get these lights gone. And that, we're going to put in a door frame. Okay, makes sense. And here, I'm assuming we're going to put in a door. Yes. Okay. And then everything else to sell in here. Well, there is a light switch somewhere right there. Everything else in here is how they want things done. So we're going to leave that for right now. We are going to sell this trim along the bottom and the light switch. And everything here. Okay, it feels weird to just be selling everything. Didn't they want to keep any of this? I feel like they should, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm too sentimental, but I would want to keep, like, that fireplace would have wanted to keep that. Like, 100% would have kept that. But that's not what they want, so we're going to do what they want. We are going to do what they want. Hang on. I have to send a text real quick. My boyfriend just got home, and he does not know I am making a video. Okay. So, okay, back to selling. Oh, gosh. Okay. Don't know if we should have sold that wallpaper. But we did, so I think it's fine. Oh, we're going to sell the trim on the top as well. I thought I saw something there to sell, but maybe it was just the ceiling playing tricks with me. I'm not entirely sure on that. Over here. And this. That's got to go. Okay. This, that. This, and then the rest, there's a bowl, this door, and then the rest is how they want things to be. So gonna keep that for right now. Gonna flip this so it opens the right way. Okay, we've got a kitchen up here. Was not expecting that. Not really sure what to do with that information. I was not expecting a kitchen here. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, just didn't expect it. All right, let's sell the plates. They don't even want to keep the plates. Like, I don't know. I would want to keep some of this. Looks like we're going to sell this trim. That's fine. Okay, and the light. And then 4 more plates right here. Okay, and then everything else is how they want it to be. All right, let's go up one more floor. Is there just one more floor, or are there two? There's a lot. Okay. Okay. Let's get a doorway going here. All right, let's get that. All of these boxes. Don't want to sell the notes that they left yet. Trying to keep those for now. Did not want to sell that trash can. Really, really did not want to sell that trash can. And now it's gone. So we're going to have to bring something up here. Oh my gosh. Can I just sell these? Of course not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get it all cleaned up. There we go. And then all here. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get rid of this, that, this. Autosave lag. Hello. That. We've got some boards just on the wall here. And on the floor. One right there, right here. Okay, it's kind of hard to see those. Again, gonna leave that note for right now. I love that they hid these under those boxes, though. That they hid the notes under there. That's pretty crafty. I like that. Okay, another couple of shelves to clean off here. Let's try to get everything off the shelf before we... Okay. Didn't realize it was one big shelf. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. What else do we have? One of these, a light, 2 light switches, couple of jars and things. There's a light switch there. Are we putting in doors? We are putting in doors. I just don't see where yet. Oh, because we're going to get rid of some wall. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Let's get rid of that. All right. I don't know what this is. We're also going to get rid of this wall. Okie doke. We can do that. Not a problem. Let's get rid of that. And this. Okay. I believe we found the secret room. I could be wrong, but this feels like I'm not supposed to be looking at it. Let's get rid of this. Oh, they used vases. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's very creative. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. Why won't that? I can't even. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of the curtains. This. Gosh, gloves, a dresser, bottles, jars, bottles. I don't know the difference sometimes between bottles and jars. Sure I'm not alone in that. I don't know at what point. Oh gosh, I want to get these little things off of here, but I don't want to sell the note that they left. Okay, I think we did it. This, that. Okay. And there's one light switch, and then everything else is just how they want things to be. Okay, got rid of the light switch. Let's move up again. Be careful not to go above the level of these stairs when finishing this wall. Okay. I don't know what that means yet, but we'll leave the note for us for right now. And hopefully we will remember that. I'm going to try to remember that. I make no promises. What else are we selling up here? We've got a bunch of boxes over here in the corner. Okay. A wrench, a wrench. And then there's going to be a light switch somewhere. It says right there. Okay, and then everything else is just how they want it. So, I guess we'll start up here. We'll just start with the trash. There we go. Got all of the trash. Now that's clean. This is a pretty big job, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's get these stains. Are there any on the walls? There are. Okay, got some on the ceiling here. Let's try to get that cleaned up. There we go. Got this on the wall, this on the floor, that there, this here, that there, that there. Oh, because they want the upstairs to be... okay, I get it. I get it, because they want the upstairs to be different textured than this, so you can only go that high. Okay. That makes sense. How are we doing? It looks like we're doing okay. I'm concerned that all of this hallway is one big thing for stains, and we're going to miss something. Oh, autosave lag. Not my fault. Not my computer's fault. Okay, get that part of the wall. Get this part of the wall. The floor. I kind of want to go ahead and finish up this hallway, and then we'll come back up and get in there. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything in this hall. So, yeah, we're just going to keep going down for a minute. Okay, looks like it's going well. 55 stains, 50. 44, 41. We're under 40. Okay, that's a good sign. It did say there would be one stain that we couldn't get somewhere. I forget where it was. Maybe in a bedroom it might have said. I don't know. It might have said anything, honestly. I genuinely do not remember where it said there was one that we couldn't get. But I do know that it said that. So that's fine. Okay, let's get this floor all cleaned up. 8 more stains. 6, 5. It's probably under here. Okay. 4, 3, 2. Okay, 1. 1. All right, let's just go up carefully and we'll look for it. Do you guys see it? I'm not seeing it. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, maybe right there. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so let's head on down. We'll start with the trash in here. We're just gonna throw that down the stairs because we accidentally sold the trash can. So we do not currently have one up here. That's okay. It's okay. We'll just throw it downstairs and we'll work from there. All right. Let's get all of this trash up. All right. That's going surprisingly well. Is that all of the trash? It is. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Just 2 and a something bags up here. Okay, no stains over there. He did keep a clean workspace. That's good. Even if his type of work was a little more involved than I would ever be comfortable with, that's okay. He knew what he was doing, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I've read this book, and it was kind of sad, really, because the guy did know what he was doing, and yeah, you know, Frankenstein's monster wasn't a monster so much. He wasn't of this natural world, but he wasn't mean or anything. He was just kind of scared. So that sucks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4. Okay, should just be these walls. 3, 2, 1. But where is the 1? Okay. I'm not... Oh, right there. Okay, thank goodness. Let's keep our hand out because we're going to need to throw these trash bags down. We'll just kind of fling them into here. I believe there's a trash can up here. I hope so. Maybe not. Maybe there's no trash up here. There's just 2. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to take it down further. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. Sorry. Allergies are a real thing right now. Let me grab a drink of coffee. Bear with me. Alright. Here we go. Let's continue cleaning. We're at least going to get this place cleaned up today, okay? It's been a pretty big clean. I can't see anything there. Okay. Okay, it's looking better. 3 more stains. 1, 2, and 1 right here. Okay, that's fine. 1 stain in here. There is some trash in here as well. Autosave lag. Gosh, they need to fix that. Like, they genuinely do. Let's just throw our trash that way for right now. It's fine. We'll take it down with us. Okay, we've gotten the stains in here. Okay, we've gotten everything in there. Oh gosh, we did not get the stains out here though. We need to get that before we go on. And same with that room right there. Let's finish up in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we need to get the stains in here, which are mostly footsteps, it looks like. That's fine. Okay, and then we'll take our trash down with us. Alright, we've got 3 bags now. We'll just keep throwing them down the stairs. And then we'll throw them into this room. I know there's a trash can somewhere in here, right? I'm pretty sure. I think there was one in there, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's throw all of that away. Let's move this so the door can open. That might help out a bit. Okay, let's get that opened up all the way, and let's go grab our trash bags. We'll just kind of throw them that way for right now. We'll bring it in here, throw it away, grab the last one, throw it away, and then we are getting all of the trash down here. We do need to vacuum as well. That's fine. Just trying to see all these spider webs. Okay. Spider web, spider web. There we go. Is there any there? 1 right there. Okay. So that's everything over there. Okay, got it. Let's see about the trash in here. Not too bad. There is also a trash can in here. That's lovely. Oh, and that brings us back to this. There was a trash can right here. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I didn't see it. Alright, let's start cleaning. Alright, 5 stains in here. 1, there we go. 12 stains in here. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, honestly. Okay, let's get that. 5, 3, 2. That one was in another room. Okay, that didn't count as anywhere. All right. 2 stains. 1 right there. Okay, and 1 right here. Okay. So far we've been able to get all of the stains, which is fantastic. I'm not complaining. I just know that they said there was somewhere you couldn't get one. But I am glad that we have been able to, so far, Okay, got all of that. Let's get all of these. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, got them. I think we got all the stains, guys. I thought they said there was one you couldn't get, but we were in fact able to get it. So that is pretty darn cool. What else needs vacuumed? What is that? Is that more trash that I just blatantly ignored? Yes, it is. Okay. Is there anything else I ignored in here? Okay. Just checking. Looks like we're gonna be getting rid of this wall. All right. Somehow missed that. That's okay. And this wall as well. Just gonna open that right up. Okay. So doors. We've got the doors. Okay, it says we need to buy 2 doors, but we already did that, so I'm a little confused. Maybe if we sell... No, wait, we want to build walls. Maybe we want to build a wall for a door. I could be wrong. Okay, got that. That's the only wall we wanted. Okay. If I sell this and then I put the door back in... It doesn't want to put the door back in? Okay. Now does it say I have to... Okay, now it says I bought both of the doors. Okie doke. Let's start in here. This is a nice small space. It doesn't feel overwhelming. And what have we got going on here? I think this goes on the floor. Yeah, it certainly looks that way. They did a little transition there for us. Love that. Okay. So, let's get this here. We need to grab some more of that. They say they want the wallpaper there. And then the wood here, I guess? Okay. I was gonna put the wood on the bottom and the wallpaper on the top of it, but if this is the way they want it, who am I to say no? I mean, I think that looks nice, so why not? It's a little dark, I think, but not in like a bad way. You know, also, what is this going to be? Like a little kitchen type thing? So what if we do this on this wall as well? I think that could look nice. I'm not looking at that picture up there. I know it may look like I am, but I assure you, I purposely do not look at them. So, yeah. Alright, let's get all of that. Okay, we need slightly more for right there. Okay, and then we can sell all of this. And what have we got going on here? Okay, this looks like it's going to be a little kitchen type situation. We do want 12 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How are we supposed to... Okay. Okay, let's try. So 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello. 8, 9, 10. I know, we did it weird, but it's going to make it work out nicer for us. Okay, so that's 12. Right? Yeah, okay. We do want a ceiling lamp. I think we're just going to put that somewhere right here in the middle. I genuinely... I don't know. We are going to put a light switch right there. But we also want 3 of those. What are we doing here? We want a cabinet. Okay, so this is supposed to be... This is the wrong room. Oh, wait. Are we building more walls out here? Oh, boy. Okay. Did not realize that. Let's go ahead and start on that then. Maybe that's why it wanted us to buy more doors. Yeah, did not realize that. Maybe we should go through and build all the walls that need built. Okay, what are we doing here? This looks like it's gonna come all the way across, which is fine. We can do that. Okay, let's bring that up. Oh boy, this is a lot of walls, guys. I was not anticipating so many walls. But I think it's gonna be fine. We did kind of need to split that space up, so I feel like that's okay. Alright, so we'll build all the walls and then we'll come back and see what doors they want. Is that okay? That's all of it for there. What about in here? I know we had, yeah, we had some more wall situations going on here. Okay, not that far, to right there. Okay, why does it hate me? So to there and then up. Alright, and then we'll build that. There is a fly so determined to be in my coffee, guys. I'm fighting it off with one hand. Alright, there we go. Get that all the way up to there. And then this is going to come to here. Okay, and we're going to build that up. Autosave lag. There we go. Alright, we'll get that all the way up to the ceiling. I'm hoping it's not going to be weird about the doors. Okay, let's go to there. Let's bring that down. Let's get that built up. I don't know what we're doing with these small spaces, but that's okay, I guess. We'll figure it out as we go. Maybe. I hope so. I think we will. It can't be too bad. Alright, so now we've got a wall. We've got a lot of walls, actually. Okay, so we do want a door right there. That makes sense. No more doors. Okay. We do not want a door in here. Okay. Do we want a door in here? No. Okay. Do we want a door here? We do. Okay. We'll put that right there. All right. Okay, let's start here. This feels reasonable. This is going to be a tiny little bathroom. And I don't feel overwhelmed by it. And I feel like we can do it. So, let's see. We're going to put this on the floor. I think that would look nice. Okie doke. There we go. That looks nice to me. We're going to do this on the wall because I don't know where else it would go. And we're going to paint. Okay, I like this. This does not feel overwhelming. I'm all right with it. There we go. Okay. We'll get over top the door. We'll grab some more paint. I was beginning to get a little overwhelmed when we put in 8,000 walls, but now that I'm thinking about it, it does kind of section it off, and I like that. That's the reason I'm doing this room, is because it was a small, reasonable room to do. So it just created more of those. And I can do that. That is absolutely fine. We do want a light right up here. I know this isn't going to be centered, but it's close enough. We're going to put a light switch right here by the door. And then, how do we want to do this? I guess we'll put the sink over here. That would make sense to me. We'll put the sink right there. We'll put the toilet right next to it. I think that's fine. Put a mirror right over the sink. Okay, I'm liking this. We do want a custom picture. We are going to size that down because I think that would look nice over the toilet. Or not. You know, it might look totally weird. Maybe we'll put it over here. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Toilet paper holder. Gonna go right there. Toilet paper, of course. towel rack. We'll just put that over here with a towel. Toilet brush. Gonna hide that in the corner like we do. Soap dispenser. Okie doke. Bath mat right there. And it wants me to solve this picture, but we need to look at it first and see how we did. Oh my goodness, we did it almost exactly like they wanted. We just put the picture and the towel in a different spot. Well, the towel's kind of in the same spot, but we put the picture over here, and I'm okay with that. So I think that went well. This room is complete. Okay. Should we do this little entryway? I don't know where to go next. What were we doing in here? Is this the same room? No. So what is this room? This room's going to be the actual kitchen. So this is going to be like the smaller kitchen? I don't know. Let's go in here. Don't know what this... Okay, this is going to be like a laundry room. All right, let's get some of this down, some of that, and some of this. This is going to be our floor because I think it looks amazing as the floor. All right, and then tile back here and tile over here. Okay, let's get that and across all of there. I love that they put the windows. Oh no, they just did the windowsill for us. Okay, I thought they put the windows in backwards so you didn't have to worry about doing the little windowsill edge thing, but no, they just went ahead and did it for us, which is amazing. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. You know, that is the bane of my existence. Okay, I like this gray thing we're going with. That's really going to brighten up the place. It makes it feel modern without making it feel sterile, I guess. So I kind of like that. All right, let's go across the top. We're going to have to get the little archy parts. Okay. Also going to have to get right along there. Okay, and right there. All right, that's all of the surfaces done. Now let's see what we want to do in here. I think this should go right there. And then, will these fit here? Okay, they do. Love that. All right. Light switch. Gonna go over here by the door. We do want 2 cabinets and a sink. How big is the sink? The sink is not too big. Let's put the sink there. And then we'll do cabinet, and that fits perfectly. So that leads me to believe that we were supposed to put that there. We're gonna put the shelf right over these 2. We've got an ironing board. Just right here, I think. I feel like that's out of the way enough. All right, we'll flip it around so the iron is the right way round. We also want a mop bucket. Gonna put that right here. A broom. A mop. Okay, perfect. Love that. And then looks like we've got some things to go on the shelf here. So just gonna get those up there. Okay, and dish soap I think should go over here. Same with the sponge. Maybe I'm wrong, but that feels like the right place to put it. Yeah, that feels like the wrong place to put it because now we have a actual bar soap. Okay, put the dish soap over there. Put the soap dish over here with the soap. Okay, perfect. And then we've got some towels and things that are all clean and ready to go. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, those did not stack well. There we go. And then 4 of these smaller ones. 1, 2. Are those even stacked right? They're not. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're starting to lean. Gosh, why is this impossible? Okay, Gotta move this over by 1. Okay, that's wrong. All right. This is going well. You know what? We'll just leave them like that. I think that's fine. And that is this room done. Let's look and see how we did. Okay, we did pretty good, actually. We got the shelf in the right spot, the washer dryer in the right spot, mops and brooms. We arranged them a little differently, but it's fine. And they might have put the sink more towards the middle, but I kind of like it where we put it. So, yeah, they might have put the sink here and switched those, but I think this is fine. Okay. So, what are we doing out here? We've got some tile. We've got some floor. We've got some panels. Okay. So I think we want this to be the floor again. Alright. That would make the most sense to me. I'm kind of seeing a trend with the floor here. And to be fair, it does look very nice. I never would have thought to use wood panels like a tile floor, but that's really working. I like that. So, yeah. We are going to put this on this wall just because that's how it is through the arch. So I think that would make the most sense. Okay. And then we just want this and tile. So, I guess tile will go over here. We might do a little strip of this along the top just in case the cabinets are shorter than the wall. I don't know that they will be, but I'm gonna do the same over here until we know what the heck we're doing, I guess. And then everything else is just gonna be this, which feels very dark, but I'm interested to see how it all comes together, so I'm coming in with an open mind. Alright, we're gonna see how this is gonna work. I think it could look very nice. I am afraid of it being too dark. And I am gonna keep these for right now. Because I'm not sure how this is gonna work. We're gonna put this cabinet here, because I don't know. That feels like the right thing to do. Maybe it's not. Where do we want the fridge? I guess the fridge should go in the corner. Okay, and then what if this goes next to the fridge? That feels ridiculous. Okay. So, what if we put this in the corner? And then the fridge. Does that feel better? I guess. I guess that feels better. And then we want cabinets. Do we have a stove? I mean, like an oven? Oh, it's, yeah. Don't answer that. Please do not answer that. Let's put this one here. Okay. And next to it, is this, that's not gonna fit. Is this, would 2 of these fit? No. Okay, I'm having a rough time, guys. Having a rough time. What if we moved this? Does that feel weird? That feels not horrible. Doesn't feel super terrible. I don't like that there. I feel like this has to stay over here. Gosh, this is a tough one. What if we put this here? What if we... I liked this better over here. Okay, so what if we did this and this? And then what if the fridge... Feels ridiculous to have it over there. What if the fridge goes there? But then we're back to nothing fits between the two. Because that leaves a gap of 3. That leaves a gap of 3. That leaves a gap of 3. And there's not enough of those to go across. Okay, so fridge has to... What if... I don't... Guys... I don't know. Okay. I know that I do want to fill this in. I think that looks absurd like that. So definitely going to do that. Okay, can you guys help me on what I'm supposed to do here? Because I don't know. Maybe this goes over here and this goes in the corner. Does that feel better? Kind of. I mean, and then we could put that there with this, because I like that on top of that kind of cabinet. And then maybe this, and then that. What do we think of that? I don't hate it. I think it could be all right. And then over here, we'll do this. And I kind of want the sink to be right in the middle if we can help it. I don't know that we'll be able to help it. That's pretty darn in the middle. Put the dishwasher next to the sink. Let's put that in the corner and this right there. What do we think of that? And then we've got 2 of these. I don't know. Like there and there. Does that feel... Gosh. I don't know, guys. It's not going to fit over there. So what if we pull it up a bit? Autosave lag. Okay, that doesn't feel awful. That feels terrible. Okay. What if we put that up there and this up there? I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. We'll put the vent there. But both of these aren't going to fit here as much as I would like them to. Can I put this here? And then, okay, let's try that. So we'll just slap that right there for a second. What if we put this over here? Okay. And then this. Okay, I'm liking that better. And then we can put the fridge over here. And then this can go over here. Okay, I think we're on to something. And then this fits perfectly between the 2. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. We sorted it out. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. I think it looks better the higher it is. Oh my gosh. Guys, I think we did it. Kind of want to do the top of that in this. Yeah, I think that looks nicer. Okay, my goodness. I'm just realizing we didn't do these first. Okay. That's fine. We'll do one there. One there. Can we take it over? 1, 2, or 1. I don't know how many we've done or haven't done. We can run it back there. How many more do we need? 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that putting it back there? It's not. Okay. So let's try along the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did we do it? I think we might have done it. We did. Okay, now where do they want this one piece? What if we just run that along the back there? How does that feel? That feels good, actually. Okay, can we do the same over here? I think it would look nice. Yeah, I like the way that looks. We're going to leave that. Okay. Electrical outlets. Going to put one over here and one over here. Okay, I'm feeling much less overwhelmed now, guys. Sorry about that. I had a brief moment there where I was just totally overwhelmed by everything. But we got it. We're getting there. We're going to put the picture over here. I think it's a smaller one. There we go. All right, let's shuffle that over just a hair. Okay, I think that looks fine. Coffee machine right over here. That feels important. Toaster, I don't know. Over here? Sure. Drying rack by the sink. Okay, bread bin by the toaster. That feels good. 5 coffee cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's perfect. Dish soap right over here. Sponge right there. Okay. And then we've got a bunch of cooking stuff and plants. Okay. So let's go plant, plant, plant. And then we'll get these in there. So we'll do 2 bigs, and then the little guys, they can share a pot, in theory. Okay, we'll spin the pot around so they look less ridiculous. We'll spin this one as well so it looks a little different. Okay. And then we have this plant pot with this plant. Where the heck are we going to put this? I guess it could just... Let's put this over here. I know, it's a weird spot for it. I understand that. Trust me, I do. Maybe we should switch those two. What if we put this over here? And this over here. And then it feels less ridiculous to have that there. And we can bring the plant down a little bit on that wall. That feels good. Okay, I'm liking it. We've got a baking pan. We'll put that in the oven. That's where mine lives. A serving bowl. We'll put that over here. Not sure what that's for. We do have boxes to unpack as well. A pan can go in here. Why not? Probably could have put that on the stove now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, that makes more sense. And then... what if we just kind of dangle these? I'm realizing now that that might be what the trim was for. And that is not how we used it. And that's fine. Okay, I like that. And then a pot holder. Okay. And a kitchen towel. We'll put that over here by the sink. A kettle. We'll put that by the coffee maker. We'll move this bowl. I don't know, it just feels weird over there. Okay, I think we can sell these now. And then, oh gosh. Cancel. LED strip. Okay, I think that's supposed to go right there. Can I turn it on? Okay, I'm just trying to turn it on. Maybe it's on the light switch? No? Okay, well, it didn't turn on and I'm not sure why. But that's okay. What does this say? Kitchen shelf clutter. Oh, we are already cluttering a bit, but okay. Oh, let's put these up here. That would look cool. Okay, I like that. I also like that they called it clutter, because that's what I call it in my house. So, oh, I kind of want to shift everything over a little bit now. Now that I see how it's going to fit, let's move these over so that they are more centered. Okay, that looks good to me. And that is the kitchen all done. And that is actually where we're going to leave it for today, guys. Oh, we need to look at how we did. Let's bring these over here. Okay. Oh, that kind of gave us a spoiler on how that's supposed to go. Okay, but that's fine because I had no idea. Do we have one of those in here too? Okay. Okay, that's not what we did, but I like what we did. So I think that's fine. And yeah, over there, that's basically what we did. So yeah, I think we did pretty good here. And with that, that is where we're going to leave it for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, though. I'm enjoying this job. It's going to be a big one. It is going to be a big old job that takes a while. So if you like that, go ahead and give this video a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Follow along with what I'm doing. I feel like this house is going to be an emotional journey. I've already almost gotten overwhelmed like 4 times. So I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to persevere. I'm happy with how it's going. But this might have a mental effect on me. I'm not sure, guys. Just hang in there with me. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys do have a really, really good rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.